This can sometimes even be as ridiculous as, well, I don't want to work too hard, or that would be too stressful, or not for me, as if somehow they're taking care of themselves, but actually they're just stopping themselves from taking action.
Yeah.
Fear of loss of the love of someone. This is what stops a lot of people, particularly from telling their stories. What would my mother say? What would those girls from high school say? How can I, and I see it on social media, I can't put myself out there. It's like the collective loss of love from people, which is just absurd.
And I will say, every time I see somebody who's terrified of that, they put it out and they're like, it's so weird. Instead of judgment, I got love. Well, of course.
Yeah, because we all feel the same deep down. The fear of old age, which is something you already mentioned. Yeah, like I'm too old to even do this, like my time is past, another thing to stop you from actually taking action. And the fear of death, like this overwhelming impending sense of doom, which I think death just sounds like a relief.
I don't fear it.
Yeah. So
She's very pro-death.
I'm kind of pro-death.
Yeah,
So
very Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, yes.
You are just like her.
Yes, we love her.
My
She's
favorite words that you
great.
say are, yes. And also, when we say women, she says woman.
Yeah, woman. I say woman and women, but as woman, straight up, just the whole thing.
Singular for plural.
Yeah, thank you for plural.
Speaking of which, we have two. We have woman.
Which is amazing.
Okay, let's talk about these women.
Okay, and you're going to meet them right now. So, former Ford model, Janelle like Cartier, Hellier, love that.
Very glad.
Dove into holistic healing through food, spirituality, and herbalism. As a holistic practitioner and expert in natural beauty, she's the SheEO of Saint Skin.
Meanwhile, Dahlia Devkota, her heritage always spiritually linked her to the herbal Ayurvedic traditions of Nepal. Working for years as a magazine beauty editor in New York gave her the keen eye to quiet the noise and lead the pack.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to have you both here.
Thank you.
So you can just jump in whenever you feel like it, but what we like to always start with is a rough recap of some of the highlights on your journey that took you to this place right here, right now.
Sitting on this couch with this dog. There's a dog. There's a dog.
The baby on the floor.
Well, it's been a couple years in this journey. Hasn't been easy, but it's always been fun.
That was mandatory for her and I. We're like, if we're going to do this, it's got to be fun.
I
right?
love it hasn't been easy,
Right.
but it's always been fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Great line.
Yeah.
Neither one of us was looking to start a business at all. It wasn't like, well, think of an idea, we want to do a business. It just organically snowballed because we were having so much fun together, and we always did very similar things as far as wellness, spirituality, or holistic sort of rituals.
Totally, totally.
And sort of the ideas just kept coming. We would just hang out every day. We'd go on hikes, and we just kept thinking of new products. And we're like, okay, this is a business. We need to do this.
Right.
So.
It started out as like we wanted to do this place for women, kind of like these WeWork places, except a place like a private members club that you can come in and just be totally taken care of.
For just wellness, for just wellness. Yeah.
Exactly, like the wing, right? But just wellness. So you don't go to work. You go to like let go,
You don't go
surrender,
work,
be
you go
taken
well.
care of.
Yeah.
I'll go every day.
wow.
You go
Yeah,
well.
love it. Yeah.
Yes. So that's how it originally started. Then we just kept kind of brainstorming and brainstorming and brainstorming.
And it's not out of the question. That may happen, but
we may still do that.
Space too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in.
So we whittled this whole idea, this whole magic of what we want to do for women into products, which we'll get into. But that's sort of our journey so far, and we're about to launch after 2 years of
Friday.
formulations. Yeah.
Friday.
That's incredible.
Oh my God. And so tell us.
Stand by. I can still need you to move back. We're really into the shot. Just go way, way back, and then you can kind of sort of cheat forward. You can give yourself a good running room. So we're going to take a tight shot of Anna and Lauren, and we're going to go with the question.
That's
ahead.
good.
Stand by angle. Switch the angle. All right, stand by.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
This is great.
Good, yeah, this is-
Well done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Which do you want to ask the next question?
So what? Tell us about the products.
They might not.
Okay, and then I want to know
We're
what's
not gonna
fun.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna say
And then how they
Yeah, I'm going to do east and west.
And also magazines, because my history is magazines.
Oh,
Which
cool.
ones did you work at?
I started at Allure, and then W, Women's Wear Daily.
Do you know Kelly Adderton? She was the one we were texting about. She's the West Coast editor for 17 years.
I was in New York, so I was all East Coast.
In the Condé Nast building?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
What magazines were you at?
Oh my God. Well, I worked at Entertainment Weekly, Mirabella. Remember
yeah.
that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah.
In New York?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
And then
What era?
90s.
Yeah, I was like 2000.
What's wrong?
We're ready. Stand by. When you see the angle switch and Emma says go, we are ready.
You're going to ask.
Yeah.
She says ready. Go for it.
Did she say it?
Your question. Ready, yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell us about the products.
So we're launching on Friday with our first product, which is a micro needle. I don't know if you guys know much about micro needling.
I don't know about any skincare stuff, so I want to learn everything.
It sounds
So this is a way to
very
up your beauty
extravagant.
routine. Instead of just putting skincare on topically, we're going to take it a step further. For our age of women, this is a great way to combat aging.
So you needle yourself?
So the idea
you
is
do it at
that-
home.
Yes. So the idea, if you don't know anything about microneedling, as some people do, your audience may, microneedling is the idea of collagen induction therapy, so that you produce microscopic tears into the skin, and your body rushes to heal those wounds by producing new collagen.
And now that you have these holes in the skin,
So in addition,
now you put the topical
product
on. Yes,
just
goes
soak
deeper.
in.
they just go into those holes.
Wow.
And repairs, rejuvenates collagen, elastin, keeps the skin young and dewy. So this is a great way to kind of up your
Is there
beauty
anything
routine.
like this? Like that you do this at home?
There's a doctor's, you can go to the doctor's
Yeah,
office,
I've
cosmetic
heard-
surgeon,
yeah,
and you can do
but not at
some-
home.
But not at home.
But okay,
How
and so
incredible.
does that come in this product that's out
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Are they actual needles?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're 20
They're microscopic.
hair-like needles.
They're hair
So
stamp.
excited.
Super small.
Oh, I see. So you go like this on
You
your
stamp.
face.
It's a stamp. It's a stamp.
Press.
And the product is inside the bottle.
See a little product in there.
Amazing.
That's so magical.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have the active ingredients in one. You liquefy it. So with the dropper bottle, you liquefy the active ingredients because we don't want them to oxidize and start
pressing
stamping
on
your
the skin.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So something you mentioned earlier I wanted to touch back on. How do you keep it fun?
Janelle and I have a natural chemistry similar to you guys.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
seems
yeah.
like you guys are very similar, that we are never not laughing. Even when we're like in the middle of chaos, we find a way to always have fun and we're always, best friends first and foremost.
I think it's like sister wives. I mean, I'm sure you guys can relate. Like her and I are, we're married, right? We spend all of our extra time together working.
We spend more time with each other than our husbands.
It's true. It's true. So we know our ebb and flows, and it's like when one of us is a little here, the other one's constantly lifting the other one up, and vice versa. We're tired. We have kids. We don't sleep well all the time, right? So in those elements, we both know each other so well. We know when one of us needs a laugh, or one of us needs a pickup, or we'll look at each other and we're like.
Sometimes she just looks at me and she's like, "Do you want coffee?"
Totally. Like we know each other so well, so it keeps it light and fun, and we have a great time every day.
Okay,
Yeah, so
but
important.
Did you raise money? How does one make products? Where are they made?
Self-funded.
We totally have
So you put your
self-funded.
money into it.
Yes.
And then who actually manufactured this and where is it made?
So we were lucky enough to have some amazing contacts. We have the designer from Apple do a lot of our
Engineer box.
That's why the
Engineered
packaging
our
looks so
packaging.
sensational.
Yeah.
So we worked with top tier people that were willing to work with us, even though we don't have a lot of SKUs, and they just sort of believed in our product. So it was manufactured in Hong Kong. And we also have another product that's coming out that's equally inventive, and it's an edible skincare.
So a single shot that you take every day.
Yeah.
So when you say edible, that doesn't mean what it normally means, like
Correct.
CBD stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's an edible beauty.
Shit, I
In
can't
order
do
to
it.
make you look amazing, not high.
You can throw some CBD in it though if you
What I
want.
was saying this morning about the Digest Zen.
Yes.
So okay, so you it's
So
a
same thing,
shot
just
of
like you're
skin.
doing your
single
tea.
shot, and
Yes.
it builds your collagen from inside. So our whole premise for Saint Skin is inside outside beauty.
And also
This is something I
East
can
and
really
West.
get behind.
Yes.
This,
And
so
also
this makes
East and
sense.
West.
Yeah.
So we've done, as you know, Dahlia's, background in Nepal, and I went to India. We both reached out to gurus from these places and really sat down and studied what really works for hair, skin, and nails. We came back, and her being a beauty editor, me being in the herbalism, world, we kind of sat down and really pulled the best, strongest ingredients from all of those aspects, East and West, and we put them in one single dose. Whether you take it in the morning on your empty stomach or you microneedle it in the skin, we've wrapped it all up in one to make it really easy.
Oh, so they do the same thing.
They do two different things. One's topical and one's ingestible.
But the goal is both to build collagen.
When does the other one come out?
So within weeks.
Yeah,
Within weeks.
we're about
of
2 weeks
that,
away.
yeah.
So exciting.
And where
Yeah.
can people get them? Just online?
Online.
So for now, just through our website.
What's the website?
Saintskin.co.
Awesome.
Saint spelled out,
Yeah.
SAINT.
Exactly.
Skin.co.
So for the woman watching who are thinking, I would love to work with my friend and make up a business together and do something like
Do
this.
it. We're big
So I would
advocates of
say
this.
my biggest advice is find a niche in the market that you want that's not there. And
Yeah.
that is what we wanted, something that was one and done. Like when we travel, we take 2 products. We don't take a huge bag of cosmetics and skincare, and we wanted to really simplify our ritual. So for women that want to start a business, I would say find something in the market that is missing.
And I would say find the right person also.
Oh, yeah.
The product's important, but also like you have to have magic and alchemy. Her and I have that every single day, and we've known that from the minute we met. And I think that's what makes the journey fun, and that's what makes it passionate and inspiring to come to work every day and create this magic and this alchemy, and then make something that you love or something that's a niche in the market.
And I also think it's what will take your product or your idea from idea to fruition, because there are so many times if you're by yourself, like, this is so hard, I don't know what to do. But when you have a partner, you sort of coach each other and help each other through. So I think finding a partner that you love is actually instrumental.
Yeah, that
would
bounce back
complement.
is so important.
Well, because like we were just revising our sites yesterday. I'm a complete words person. She's a complete visual person. So I'm like, how could you have this word? And she's like, how could you have this image? And we're just like,
But that's the beauty and the balance, right?
Yeah, and it's such an exciting thing to be working with someone. If I was doing that alone, I probably would have given up halfway through.
We say that all the time. We say that
you keep going and going and going and
Yeah.
pushing yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so have there been any massive setbacks or sacrifices that you've made on this journey?
Sure, of course.
Every day.
Sacrifice.
That's all you're doing is putting out fires.
Our biggest sacrifice has been our free time. You know, we don't do anything but work.
Well, you know, you get invited to all these social events with your friends and with things for school, and we're always the ones that can't do it. You know.
Yeah, so I would say our free time has been sacrificed, and there's been setbacks with packaging, things leaking, things not working out.
Vendors.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the nature of starting a business. But
I think part of the business is that, right? It's just putting out fires every day. I hate to say that, but a little bit of it's like, you know, you're constantly repivoting and how can we make this work and how can we shift and how can we, it's part of the business, which I don't think I really realized that going
you
in,
don't
because you
know.
look at all the like shiny stuff.
so, like, I just want to do a product. You think it's going to be easy, but it's not as easy as it sounds. But the reward is always there for sure.
yeah, I was going to say too, it's like not having an emotional response to the fire.
Yeah.
As women,
huge.
we
Still
are
learning that.
emotionally
Still learning
intelligent.
that. Yeah.
And it's, you know, to not take it as a wound.
Yes, no, you're
Yeah.
that's a
Still
very
learning
good
that.
point. That's
Still
a very
learning
good
that.
point. Absolutely.
That's my biggest challenge, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, it's all the time. I'm looking at that, not to be too reactionary or take it personally.
Just go, oh, this is the journey.
Yeah,
And
it's just going to be like that.
I mean, we just had this yesterday, right? I had a vendor call and cancel something. And, you know, first thing she said, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, well, not really. It's exactly that. I'm like, I had to kind of take myself, because there's an emotional reaction. And then you have to check yourself.
And then you go, will
right?
this really matter in the end?
Exactly.
No.
It's like, okay, we're going to get somebody else. No
Absolutely.
big deal.
Yeah, and the universe didn't want that.
Exactly.
So one of my favorite questions, which fits perfectly to the alchemy of your beauty regime, is secret sauce. So if you were gifting people who are watching this, specifically women, certain ingredients that they would need in their own personality to keep them going on this journey towards sustainable success, what would you want to gift them? What do they need internally?
So an ingredient internally?
Like, but I mean, I'm speaking like metaphorically, so not like you need like calcium.
Not me.
I would say the balance of like East and West. You know, I always
Okay.
thought that you had to have one or the other, or that you were one or the other. And I realized you can have your foot in both doors. You can be magical and whimsical and intuitive, but you can also be linear and make decisions and be very forthright.
Like your two children.
Yeah, exactly. My indigo child and the intellectual one. Exactly.
Because when you were saying that about your kids, I was like, oh, I wonder what you are. I bet you're both.
I've had,
Yes.
Yeah.
they are my
Absolutely.
biggest teachers.
Yeah,
honestly.
East and West. Love
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
And I would always say like a big dose of passion. Big dose of passion, and like taking a moment to stop and just sort of like take notice of where you are and appreciate it. Because I think
We
it's
do
so-
that. We just started doing that a lot more
It's
often.
so easy to go like from one day to the next, what's happening next week and what's happening next month, and not just stop and like.
We'll sit for a second around and stuff like, look at this, look what we've just done. Like, all right, high five, okay.
Yeah.
And that's always really
sure.
rewarding.
So how can someone get passion if they don't have it? Is it that they haven't found the right thing? What would you tell people who are watching who are like, well, sure, I want passion. Is it that they just have to keep seeking?
I think everyone has something they're passionate
do.
about, don't you think?
Yeah.
So I think it is a seeking game. And I think I spent some years trying to find passion. I went through different career changes. You know, I started as a beauty editor in New York and knew I didn't want to do that for my whole life. So I went into some screenwriting, so different things. And it was always this motivation to find the thing that would like fire me up in the morning.
I'm the same. I think it's also a choice, right? It's like you got to wake up and choose, like, all right, I'm going to head towards the light. I'm going to wake up and be positive. I'm going to find something I love and do it every day. So it's a choice.
It is a quest. It's
you know?
a quest. I don't think it just falls in your lap.
Yeah.
You know?
So what would be your vision for Saint Skin and for women around the world who are using it?
We all look young forever.
I think it's to simplify
Yeah.
and to be confident in aging. Like it's not about necessarily looking
Trying to
like
be
you're
20.
You guys are going
It's
to
not trying
conquer
to be
one of the
20.
biggest fears.
I know, we already
You're
talked
going
about
to
that fear.
eradicate
Napoleon Hill, skin.
We should write that book. Yeah.
Because we don't do Botox. We're not trying to look like we're 20. It's about aging gracefully and simplifying.
So would you really travel with 2 products?
I do.
Yes,
I actually.
we
We
do.
always
We
take
both do.
we always take pictures of like how little we have when we travel.
I'm
It's kind of
so
it's so
impressed.
liberating, by the way. Remember
Yeah,
gone are the days when you had like
that's
those
huge.
caboodles and
Yeah.
you put everything in?
Yeah, I still have them.
Like,
And
there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But you don't need all those things.
sometimes it's literally some olive oil or some
Some baking soda, some vitamin C,
rice,
coffee
some
scrub.
ground up rice. I mean, it's like random
Super
stuff.
simple.
Yeah.
And all stuff that you can get from your kitchen and the grocery store, by the way.
Guess
so
what I'm
into
calling
this.
when I'm
Yeah.
packing.
We'll pack a little to-go kit for you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anna will do
God.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to do our word
Let's
game.
do our word game. So how this game works is we're going to say 2 words, and you can both say each word that you like
This
the
is
most.
perfect because they get to say them at the same time.
Yeah.
So you just you
Oh, we
can't
just
say.
choose. We
You,
just
you
choose the
choose
word?
this or that.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Okay.
iPhone or Android.
iPhone.
Saint Bart's or Saint Croix.
Saint
Croix.
St.
Bart.
Bart's. Yeah.
Winter or summer.
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 Documentary or comedy.
Documentary.
Massage or
You can see why we work together, right? It's like the newlywed game.
Totally.
Massage or scrub.
Massage.
But it has to be a particular kind of massage. I'm obsessed with structural
You have to
massage.
pick a word, just a word.
I have to be specific. No, I want to know about structural massage.
Oh my God,
What the
life
hell is
changing.
that?
Can't do regular massages anymore. Oh my God.
Structural massage.
Oh my
Just
God,
massage.
life changing. Life changing. Yes. So if
Okay.
it's that
Ooh,
kind
so
of
many
massage,
tips.
yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, ladies. That
Thank
was
you very
just
much for having me.
glorious.
Thank you.
So if you want to
Thank
find
you.
out any more information, you can go to saintskin.co. Correct? And if you want to see any more SheEO shows, you can check us out at sheeoshow.com and on Instagram with the hashtag.
At SheEO Show.
Yeah, and the hashtag. I got it right. And the hashtag.
SheEO Show.
Yes. Oh my God, amazing. See you soon. Bye. Right.
Thank you.
That was so
Well done.
great.
That was good.